Hello and welcome. My name is Amanda, and today I have for you my plan with me for the week of November 18th through the 24th. And this week I'm using the Mulberry Harvest Kit from Nikki Plus Three. It came with gold foil, so I am pairing a bunch of champagne gold foil with this kit. A little bit different since this whole month I've basically been using rose gold foil, but it's nice to switch it up. And then I've got a couple options for washi to bring in. Though spoiler alert, I think the only washi I ended up using was the purple skinny bow washi from Simply Gilded. So right now I am just laying down full boxes, trying to balance them as best as I could. I'm really curious to know if anyone else keeps thinking that this week is Thanksgiving week, because I'm struggling. I think I usually associate like right around the 24th with Thanksgiving, and since I know this week has the 24th in it, even though it's Sunday, I just keep thinking it's the week of Thanksgiving, but it's not. It's next week. So this I thought was a perfect kit to pull in for the week before, because I do have a more I guess kind of Thanksgiving themed kit for the week after. But this one still has pumpkins, it's got the beautiful fall colors and all that good stuff. And when I saw this from I think I always see her kits posted on her Instagram, and when I saw this, I just knew that this was for sure gonna be one of the kits I use this year. So I decided to go with the today headers rather than the to-do headers. And I realized that one of the today headers, the very first one, wasn't cut all the way through. So it's a little chunkier, but I will fix that here in a little bit. And normally mint isn't a color I would associate with fall time, but I think it works really well for this kit. It has a nice balance of the deep dark purples and just kind of brightening it up a tiny bit more. So I am using the date dots in the kit and just laying those down quickly so that I can put the date covers over top of the headers there. I love her pattern headers, but because the full boxes obviously have the same sorts of patterns, it actually is one of the full boxes just in header size, and the date covers have the same headers. I think it clashes a little bit too much. So with her kits, I typically do pull in leftover glitter headers or just kind of extras I have lying around from other kits or glitter samplers I've purchased from other shops, just to go over top of the full boxes. That way it's not too much pattern going on, really. And I'm going to apologize for my pups barking in the background if you can hear that. The mailman just went past, and for whatever reason they really don't like when he drives on the road. I do, but only when he stops at the house, because it's usually some sticker happy mail. So I did cut these bow checklists down to 3 because I don't need the full 6 checklist. I did a better cut job on some and not quite on others, but we got there in the end. I do wish that the today headers were that same like berry color, because there aren't checklists that are the berry color, and so but there are the mint color, and so it just kind of blends in a little bit more than I would like and has more mint than I would normally like, but that's okay. So I've got this weekly checklist box, not entirely sure what I'm going to use it for. I keep saying I'm going to use it for Pio, but I think at this point, if your a regular watcher of my Plan With Me videos, you know that I haven't gotten my butt into gear with Pio yet. Maybe this week, maybe the week after, who knows. It'll be a surprise for the both of us when it actually does come around. So all of these glitter headers I'm using are from Simply a Mess. It is her removable matte paper, and at this point I don't know anymore if these were all from the same kit, random kits, or what have you, but they were remainders I had, and I had the perfect amount, and they matched the kit pretty well, especially that mint color again. All right, so now I'm gonna finish out the sidebar. I did struggle with it a little bit just because of the spacing and what I have available, and I guess kind of how I've been using the sidebar lately. I've been having a full box, a weekly check box, usually like a 3-heart check box, and then 1 habit tracker. But last time I used this kit, I think I had 2 habit trackers. So it filled up the space a little better, and I just struggled with spacing a little bit. That appointment label was a mistake to put down. I was going based off colors and not what the actual box says. I did switch it out for the mint habit tracker though, because I didn't need an appointment label. But I am using the habit tracker to mark any times that I take the pups for a walk. And then normally that little header would go over top of the weekly checkbox, but I didn't use it that way this week, and I do end up replacing it with a piece of washi just because I felt this was a little cramped. And I do move those arrows down a little bit so they're more sitting on the dotted lines. But basically what I'm using that for is just to mark off any new books I start throughout the week. This week is the Buzzword Readathon, or the Buzzwordathon, hosted by Kayla over at Books and Lala, that I'm planning to participate in. So I might have some new books I'm starting. I mean, I'll need to start new books if I'm planning to actually participate with the prompt. But I've also got Out of Oz going right now as a physical book still. And then I'm listening to A Breath of Snow and Ashes, which is like a 57-hour audiobook. And I think oh gosh, I can check really fast and let you know exactly how many hours I have left. It's a lot. It's 40 something. Hopefully the book doesn't start playing right now. Yeah, I've got 46 hours left. So I've at least gotten 11 hours listened to, but I've still got quite a bit left. And neither of those have the buzzword in them, which is just a number in the title. So if I actually want to participate, I'm going to have to pick up a new book. So I did put down a quarter box and a foiled book icon. That icon is from Sticky Sloth Design, just to mark that the Buzzword Readathon begins. And right now I am going through and putting down a countdown to Thanksgiving. We've got Monday at 10 days through to Friday at 6 days until Thanksgiving. I printed and foiled these myself, but the script stickers are from a printable shop on Etsy called Sincerely D Designs. I'll have all of these shops linked down below for you to peruse at your own time. Some of them I have referral links for, which would give me money off and you money off. Others are just the shop links. And then Wednesday, I am pulling in that berry appointment label and another foiled item from Sticky Slot Designs, just to mark I have a violin lesson. And then the purple label, I switched it out for mint because I didn't want the purple right next to the purple checklist. That's for my student mentor call, and I'm bringing in a champagne gold foiled paper clip. I think all of the icons, all the rest of the icons I use are from Sticky Slot Designs, other than what is in the kit. So we've got another music note and another book that I'll be using here when we move to the weekend. And then I'm just trying to figure out how I want to mark that it's a Maddie Boy weekend. I opted for a quarter box and I went with tan this time. And then I'm going to pull in one of the car icons from the kit that's in that berry color. I usually mark his weekends with a car. I don't really know why. A lot of kits have car icons in them, and I had a lot of like leftovers from creating income monthlies and things like that. So he's just basically been a car ever since I've planned decoratively. And then I had to pause for a second to make sure I got everything for the main portion of the week. And then moving on to the weekend, I'm going to start by laying down my full boxes. Excuse me. Never fails. I always yawn at least once, probably at least twice during my voiceovers. I really love how Nikki incorporates foil in her kits, like that flower only in the center part is their foil, and then on the pumpkin, like the entire thing is foiled. So it's a nice balance. You've got some boxes with a lot of foil and other boxes with just hints of it. Makes it a lot less overwhelming. We're almost done with the bones, and then I don't remember where I went from here, and I just filmed this yesterday, so it'll be a surprise. I think we're going with washi tape next. Yep, so there's that skinny purple with gold foiled bow Simply Gilded tape I was telling you about earlier. I have one more glitter header left that I wanted to put over the top of a washi full box that I made. You'll see that here in a little bit. So I decided to pull in this purple washi because I am going to put it on the lists page as well, just to kind of help tie in that page a little bit more, and that way it doesn't stay quite so crisp and clean and white. I really like this skinny washi. I think it's one of my favorite sizes. I'm not like a Simply Gilded fanatic, I guess you could say, but I do appreciate a lot of her washi tapes. I don't have that many just because it gets expensive, but I really like the skinny stuff. I think it's probably the most versatile, at least for my use. Then I'm going to pull in the envelope icon just so that the second note section there can mark any Happy Mail I get. A laptop from the kit just to mark school-related activities, and then the house to mark any chores that I do throughout the week. The icons don't really cover up the bows super well, but I don't like the way that whiteout looks on a page just because it's not the same color. So I would always rather have like that little bit poking up than have whiteout. Also, if you try to move a sticker that has been laid over whiteout, you lose that stickiness because it usually tears it up. But with the date dots, there's also a couple of these heart circle icons that I'm just using as bullet points for Happy Mail that comes in throughout the week. And then I'm finishing off my Thanksgiving checklist. So we've got 5 days to Thanksgiving and 4 days to Thanksgiving, and then coming in with washi full box there. The scalloped stuff is from the Erin Condren store. The white with gold foiled bows is from Scribble Prints Co. We've got that same purple bow Simply Gilded washi, and then we've also got, I think it's Antique Books 2.0 from Simply Gilded as well. And then the quarter box I used on Sunday at the bottom there is just to mark that the buzzword readathon ends. And then Saturday, I jumped around a little bit for the weekend, but Saturday I'm bringing in a half box to mark that it is my 10-year high school reunion. We're doing it at a local kind of bar and restaurant thing. So that should be fun, I guess. I wasn't sure if I was gonna go, but I work with a lot of, 2 of my colleagues I work with graduated with me, and because they're not going, one of them has her husband's birthday celebration and the other just doesn't want to go. I have been designated as the go and see what it's about and report back, which is fine. I can maybe go reintroduce myself to some people who might have kids around Maddie Boy's age. That way, when he's over here with us, maybe he can have some more friends to hang with. And then it took me a while to decide what I wanted to do for my other plan that I know of on Sunday. I pull in that kind of yellowy tan half box, but end up swapping it out for kind of a fancy label, just to mark that my violin teacher is hosting an adult student wine and supper recital at her house. And then again, I'm marking it with the champagne gold music note. Right now I'm going to pull in that little wine cup, but I didn't like that combo. And it also took up a lot of space. And even though this is going to be a kind of long-ish evening event, if I had any other plans for Sunday, I wanted to be able to mark them in as well. And I didn't like having the 2 half boxes staggered like that. It was just a weird combo. And apparently I put my frizzy flyaways in the shot quite a bit. But right now I'm just laying down the deco pieces, and I am, as per usual, going to fill in both on the stickers and on the paper itself in my Pilot G2 gel pen in gold. And that basically brings us to the end. So we've got a little foil wiggle there for you. And I would love to know if you're participating in Buzzword Readathon, if you have any fun events planned for this week. Do let me know down in the comments below, and I will chat with you there until my next video. Bye.